In my journey to hire and train and manage a top-tier team of incredible chatters who produce big numbers reliably and consistently on a daily basis, I have created a lot of training materials. I have made pre-training. I've recorded YouTube videos. I've made PDFs. I do live role play. I do shadowing, or I have them do shadowing sessions with experienced chatters. However, one of the areas, one of the things that I have I've left out of the chatter training program is that I have never told them how to run their shift. How should you actually perform your shift on a given day to make sure you make as much money as possible? It's one thing for me to say, oh, you want to do a personalized opener and you want to do this, but like, what instructions, what information, what orders have I given you on how to actually do the shift, what to do first, what to do second, so that you have the highest likelihood of making the amount of money that you want to make for yourself, but more importantly, that I need you to make in order for you to maintain your employment. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 tips on, 10 tips on how to run your shift as a chatter. Okay, just had to write the last one, forgot. Number 1, get dressed, shave, and put real clothes on before your shift. So one of the things that you need to understand is that your performance in a given day starts before you begin your shift. Okay, it doesn't start when you sit down at the laptop and you open it up and you start working. It starts before that. It starts from the moment you get out of bed. From the instant you get out of bed, everything that you do will influence how good at your day is going to be at work. Everything is going to influence how much money you make and how much fun you have at your job. For example, let me give you 2 scenarios. Let's say you wake up and you get out of bed and you don't brush your teeth, you don't take a shower, and you go and you eat sugary Fruit Loop cereal with chocolate milk, and you have a donut, and then you go and fucking sit down and you open up your laptop, you're in your pajamas, you fucking stink, and you're sitting there and you're trying to work and you try to sell that way. Let's say that's one example. Another example is you wake up, you go fucking on a run for 30 minutes, or you go work out at the gym and you work out and you get a nice sweat, and then you come back, you shower, you brush your teeth, shave, put some nice clothes on, put fucking shoes on, and then you sit down to work. Which one, let's say everything about those chatters is identical except the way they run their morning routine. Which one do you think is going to sell more? Obviously the second one. Obviously the second one is going to make more, because that one has put in more work in the beginning of their day to make sure that they are in a better mood, that they're thinking more clearly, and that they are ready to attack the day with gusto, as opposed to the first one who is not living in a optimal way, shall we say. So all of those things that you need to do before whatever it is for you, okay, wake up early, and you don't have to work out. I mean, you definitely should fucking work out. Maybe I'll start requiring my chatters to fucking work out. Like Andy Elliott, all his workers have to have a 6-pack in 6 months or he fires them. So like I could do that too, fuck it, why not? Like you guys all need fucking 6-packs. I have a 6-pack. I mean, give me like 2 days of not eating, I'll have a 6-pack. A 4-pack, it's enough. All my workers need a 4-pack. But the point is that like when you wake up in the morning, you need to run your morning as if it's part of your shift. Like, let me put it to you like this. From the time you get out of bed, you work for me, okay? It's not when you sit down and you open your laptop and you start fucking pretending to be a girl. From the moment you wake up and the moment you get out of bed, your workday has begun. You have begun working for me. And do you think that I would tolerate you looking scruffy and smelling like dog shit and sitting down in your fucking slippers, in your pajamas to do your job looking like dog shit? No, I would not. I would say, go put some fucking clothes on, go put some deodorant on, go buy a toothbrush and some toothpaste and get your fucking stank ass looking and smelling properly so that you can go and give 100% for your job. It's number 1. And I put that as number 1 because it is the most important thing for you to do, is that, well, really you need to understand that your success at work is not just dependent on what you do at work. It's dependent on what you do before work and what you do after work. And I guess I'll just address that now as well. After work, don't go out fucking getting wasted. Don't fucking do a bunch of drugs, and don't do things that will affect you negatively the next day. I don't want to go into that because I don't think any of you are doing that anyway, but just want to be on record as saying that. Number 2, don't work from home if possible. Okay. Do not work from home. Go to an office. I would say a cafe, but don't go to a cafe. There's too many distractions there. If you work for me and you want me to rent you an office, okay, I'll rent you a little fucking office so that you go and you don't have any distractions. I will do it. You can get a chair, you can get a desk, and you can fucking sit there. I will let you in on a little secret, okay? 7 days a week, I go to a co-working space because I don't want to work from home. Now, ironically, I actually probably get a little bit more done from home than I would from the co-working space. But that's not going to be you because, well, actually, do I get more? No, I probably do get more done from the co-working space. The reason I said that is because at the co-working space, there's a standing desk that I work at, and that is not as easy to maneuver as when you fucking sink into a chair and fucking click your mouse. And it's just from a posture point of view. But obviously, standing desk is healthier and better for my fucking overall longevity. Bottom line, it's a net gain. And I would argue allows me to maintain a more consistent work ethic and a higher output over an extended period of time than working from home would. Because if I worked from home, I'd lose my fucking mind. Like, I don't want to be surrounded by 100 cell phones all the hours of the day. And I live alone. I don't have a wife. I don't have fucking kids. I don't have a fucking dog running around. I don't have anybody to compete for my attention. But the point is that when you go to an office, you are separating the environments, right? When you're at home, home is for relaxing. Home is for taking it easy. Home is for eating food and spending time with your family, having a smile on your face, wear your fucking pajamas at home. I don't care. And just chilling, right? That's why, the kitchen is for eating. The bedroom is for sleeping or bedroom activities. The living room is for watching TV and having fun with your family, whatever. Keep your rooms separate because what will end up happening is that you will associate certain behaviors with certain environments. And the more that you condition yourself to behave a certain way in a specific environment, the more naturally those behaviors will come out of you once you enter that environment. Like I said, when you break it up like that. And when it comes to work, what you're going to notice is that as soon as you enter the work environment, you're going to switch on. And it's going to be more easy for you to enter work mode. But if you do everything from home, then you have too many, the environment is for too many different things. And you might stay in home relaxing mode when you're at home, and we don't want you in that mode. We want you in the fucking state of mind for you to actually do your job properly. Again, if you work for me and you want me to rent you an office, I'll rent you an office. I don't fucking care. Just go to the office every day and do your fucking job. Number 3, before you go to work, listen to something that will motivate you to do a good job. So I have a lot of content on my channel for chatters that I believe is motivating. I believe will light a fire under them, as evidenced by, I talk to the chatters on my team. A lot of them tell me the videos motivate them. I can tell that there's a difference in their motivation from some of them. And I know that they watch my videos. I get chatters hit me up. Ever since I started posting fucking videos about chatting, I get a lot of chatters hit me up who are like, hey, I'm interested in working for you. I have this experience, that experience. I saw your YouTube videos. They're really good, blah, blah, blah. Happens probably every day. I get people hit me up and ask and tell me they want to work for me. So maybe it's my videos. Go watch Tony Robbins' videos. Go watch fucking, who else is motivating? Grant Cardone. Any of these sales trainers who will teach you how to sell, who will basically say you have to dig deep, you have to work hard, you got to be motivated. But you need to get yourself in the state of mind to sell before you sell. It is the type of thing where you have to be relentless with yourself. And part of that is exposing yourself to a stimulus that is going to get the most out of you. And it makes a difference. I promise you it makes a difference. And how does it make a difference? I'll tell you right now. If I, let's take 5 examples, right? Let's say example number 1 is you watch my videos where, let's say it's my most motivating video for chatters to make them really want to get out there and crush it. Another video that I make you watch is fucking some video like body horror, people being killed on camera and fucking dead babies and shit. You're watching that. Another thing is you're watching fucking some dumb fucking cartoon that has nothing to do with selling, right? all of those things are going to affect your mood in a different way. All of those things are going to make you either better or worse at your job. So you want to pick the one that is the highest likelihood of making you better at your job on the most consistent basis. I would say that's probably something that is geared specifically towards your job, which is a fucking OnlyFans chatter. And I make fucking videos about OnlyFans chatters. So bottom line, go watch my fucking videos in the morning before you go to work. Maybe you'll get a tip. Maybe it'll remind you something about how you should work, right? Oh yeah, I remember I was supposed to send personalized openers this way. Oh yeah, I got to build commonalities that way. Oh yeah, fucking, I got to dig deep and like work super. Watch this fucking video. How about that? Watch this fucking video before you go to work. I promise you your day will fucking go better, period. Number 4, before you go to work, set an exact monetary goal at the beginning of your shift. Okay. If you do not set a goal for yourself every single day before your shift, then you are leaving money on the table. And here's the thing with sales. Okay. I realized this when I was selling hair straighteners. If you do anything other than give maximum effort and do everything in your power to sell as much as possible, then you are going to have a bad day. Straight up. That's just how sales is. If you do anything other than give 100% effort and try with all of your might to make sure that you win the day, whether that's beating other people, whether that's beating your own personal best, or whether that's just achieving your own goal, or whether it's all three. If you do anything other than that, if you slack off in any way, if you take a break in the middle of the day to take a long lunch that you know you shouldn't take, if you fucking just go and like binge on a bunch of cookies, whatever, if you go fucking jerk off in the bathroom because whatever, your model's content made you horny, whatever it is, okay? If you do anything like that will take you out of focus or will not contribute or will decontribute from you having the best fucking day possible, then you are going to lose. And that is how you need to treat it if you want to win at this job. And part of it is setting an exact monetary goal. For example, what I don't want you to say at the beginning of the day is, oh, I hope I sell for a lot today, or oh, I hope I sell for more than I sold yesterday. Oh, I hope I do lots of money today, or hope I make money today. Those are shit goals. Those are dog shit goals that fucking losers set. You need to set an exact monetary goal. Whatever it is, okay? Set it. And by the way, it should be at least $500. Like, don't set a goal for fucking $200. Like, I'll fucking lose my mind. The goal should be at least 500. But let's say you're new, okay? Let's say it's your first day. Okay, fine. You don't have to set the goal for 500. Set it for 200. That's your goal, 200. And then the next day, you set it for 300. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to fucking keep your goal the same every single day because then you won't hit it. Here's a trick, okay? I learned this also from selling hair straighteners. Whatever goal you set, you probably won't achieve it, but you will fall a little bit short. That's just how it is. That's how it is in sales. Because what's going to happen, and okay, fine. If you're a winner, if you're the top dog, yes, you will achieve it because you'll work your fucking ass off until you do. But most people, most average people, above average even, what's going to happen is they're going to set their goal at 1,000. And then when they get to like 920, they'll be like, oh, you know what? I don't feel like working anymore. Like I got to 920. That's so close to 1,000. I could probably do 1,000 if I wanted to. But like, I'm so tired. And yeah, I want to watch TV. I want to go eat fucking chicken wings. I want to go fuck my wife, whatever it is, they're going to quit. They're going to give up just short of the goal. But the point is that you set the goal higher so that when you fall short, your falling short is still really fucking good, right? If you set your goal at some bullshit goal, I hope I do 350 today, then you're going to do 270. And what the fuck is 270? That's dog shit. If you set it at 500, you're going to hit 400. If you set it at 1,000, you might hit 921. And that's how you need to take it. But the point is that you need to set a fucking goal at the beginning of your shift. It is non-negotiable. In fact, I'll fucking make my Sav chatter start doing that. Set goals at the beginning of every shift. How do you monitor that, though? It's tough. Okay, number, what are we on here? 5. Get your first sale as early as possible. Holy fuck. This might be the most important one on the list, or definitely top 3. When I was selling hair straighteners, again, the days are the same. You wake up every day in your same fucking bed. You do your same commute to work. You go to the same fucking kiosk. You see the same fucking people opening the stores, the same smell, the same lighting. Everything is the same. Okay, the only thing, or one of the only things that adds a little bit of variety is the customers who walk through the door. It's usually going to be different people every day. They're going to come in at different orders. And what you need to do is you need to get your first sale as soon as possible. Why? Because in a salesperson's mind, the psychology of a salesperson is as follows. You start the day, you're going, you're working, you're talking to people. And if for whatever reason, a couple hours pass before you make your first sale, you start to get inside your own head and you're like, oh shit. Oh man, what if nobody buys from me today? Oh, what if I close the day on a bad number? The boss is going to be mad. I'm going to let my family down. I'm not going to make any money. Oh no, what if I was wrong? What if being a chatter is not for me? What if I can't really sell? What if I can't really do this job? That's going to affect you negatively. And it's going to be this snowball effect of you not doing a good job. That's going to get worse and worse and worse because you didn't make your first sale as early as possible. Same thing with fucking hair straighteners. If I showed up to work and let's say I got there, a mall opens at 10, you get there 9:30, have your coffee, whatever, and you haven't sold anything until fucking 2:00, that's a long time. A lot of time has gone by before you've sold anything. And then you got the afternoon fucking break and it's like, well, shit, now I got to wait till fucking prime time at 5 or 6 for people to get in. Now I have only like 4 or 5 hours in the day left to get to my goal. That's not good. Whereas, let's compare that to another situation. Let's say you open at 10, you stop the first fucking person that you see, you dump 100% effort onto them and they buy something. Even if it's just $100, even if they only buy for $100, that's still $100 that you sold, that you are on now on 100. And you're like, fuck, yes, I got my first sale early. It's already started for me. In the hair straightener game, we call it siftach, which means like opening, basically, in Hebrew. Got to get your siftach, get it as soon as possible. It makes a massive difference. And this is something that like I've never told my chat team. So sorry guys, but like now I'm fucking telling you, it's important to get your first sale of the day as soon as possible. Don't wait. Don't start your fucking shift late and be like, oh, well, I guess I'll just do more hours later. No. You start your shift on time. You get your first sale as soon as possible. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $2. You get money in the fucking cash register as soon as possible. If for no other reason than that, so that you don't have a day where you want to fucking kill yourself. Because I know what it's like to work a sales job and not sell. It's awful. It's terrible. Especially when you see that everybody else that you're working with is turning in days that are making you fucking question your existence. Okay, so you absolutely got to get your first sale in as soon as possible. It is like the most important thing that you should focus on when you start working. Number 6, make as many sales as possible, even if they're smaller than, average, let's say. Here's the reason for this. Every time you make a sale, regardless of how much money is exchanging hands, a salesperson will feel a sense of accomplishment. You will have this kind of unconscious understanding of like, I don't know this person. This person's never seen me before. This is like, let's say you sell to a new customer, but whatever, it could be an old customer, fine. You sell to a new customer and you're like, this person's never heard of me. They never fucking saw me before. They just found me. I send them a message. I'm talking to them. And through my communication alone, through my existence alone, they have given me money. And I have put money in the cash register and some of that money will go into my pocket as a result of that. There's this like crazy dopamine hit that you get as a salesperson from knowing that occurred. Doesn't matter even the size of the sale. Obviously, the bigger the sale, the bigger the dopamine hit. But you will get a dopamine hit regardless of the size of the sale. Now, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to be like, oh no, I only bought for $5. That means I only get fucking 50 cents or 25 cents or whatever it is. That's fucking loser talk, bro. Don't talk like a fucking loser. You're a winner, all right? And your career is not made off of a fucking 5-minute interaction between one sub. Sales is a monthly business, okay? Look at the month. How much did you make this month? I promise you, the chatters that I have who are doing the best, they got a lot of fucking $5 sales. And they don't cry like little bitches every time they make a $5 sale about, oh, I didn't even make that much money. Because it's a monthly game, okay? Look at the month. But the point is that you still need to make as many sales as possible because you will benefit from those dopamine hits. You'll get more and more momentum in your day. You'll experience more and more good emotions, which will influence the enthusiasm that you will talk to the next sub with, and it'll all just fucking snowball from there. It could be a good snowball effect or it could be a bad snowball effect. And like I said, you want to do everything that you can to make sure that it's a good snowball effect. Number 7, keep track of how many subs you have conversations with. So the idea here is that you want to figure out what your closing ratio is. And the reason you want to figure out your closing ratio is so that over the course of, so that moving forward, when you go to work every day, you understand that even if somebody buys, it's okay because your ratio is 1-5 or 1-4 or whatever it is. And just because this guy didn't buy, that means that it's more likely that the next guy will buy. So when I sold hair straighteners, basically what I did is I would write my little sentence for motivation on a piece of paper. I'd write down my monetary goal. And then every time I did a demo, I would make a line, right? And I do 4 lines and then 1 line like this to be like a group of 5. And if I made a sale, I would make a line and I would circle it. And what I would do is I would refer back to that piece of paper after every demo. And sometimes it would happen. This has happened a lot, actually, especially when I worked in Australia. Australia's a rough place to fucking work, but it can also be really good because shit's expensive. So what would happen in Australia, for example, is I would go to work and I would do fucking 9 demos. Nobody would buy anything. It was rough. The thing with Australia, a little tangent here, but the thing with Australia is that every mall has a grocery store. So you have a lot of these fucking women that will go to the mall in order to go to the grocery store. And the reason why that can be challenging is because these women, if that's their fucking grocery store that they go to, then they go there every week. And that means you're stopping people who fucking walk by every single week. They've seen you or some equivalent version of you every single week. And they're like, no, I don't want to stop. I don't want to do this. And if by some miracle you're good at stopping people like I was and you get them through the demo, there's no guarantee that they'll buy because they've seen that shit a million times before. So why would they buy from you? Anyway, the point is that many times I would go through the day and I would fucking have 8 or 9 demos done and I wouldn't fucking sell anything. But then all of a sudden, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock comes by and every fucking demo that I did, I made a sale. And the way that it worked out is that at the end of the day, my ratio would be 1-4. And it would, like, the sales would be big enough that it wouldn't matter. So, with OnlyFans chatting, it's a little bit different because ideally you're going to make multiple sales to the same sub, but it's really not that different, right? Because the only difference is that, like, over all the people that you talk to, the total amount that you sell or the amount of times that you sell to one person can be counted as like one sale or one customer that you sold to. And that's just how you do the ratio. Anyway, the point is this, is that when you keep track of how many people that you have conversations with, and you keep track of how many people that you actually sold to, then you'll be able to figure out your closing ratio. When you figure out your closing ratio, let's say it's 20%, simple math here. Your closing ratio is 20%. That means that every 5 people you talk to, one of them will be a buyer. Maybe they'll buy for a lot. Maybe they won't buy for a lot. But guess what? Let's say, and this is the next level of this, right? Is you figure out how much your average sale is for. If your average sale is $40, then that means that this is a random number. Let's say $50. That means every person that you talk to, every conversation that you have is basically $10 in your pocket. So it makes it easier for you to get through the no's because you're like, oh, he said no, but that's basically $10 because my average sale is 50. You don't have to do it quite like that, but just understand that, like, you will sell, you will make sales, and you will make more sales depending on how many people you talk to. But the challenge is that you have to get through sometimes a block of people that don't buy and still maintain a good mental state so that you can do all of the shit that you were trained to do with, the same enthusiasm, even when the past 10 people that you've talked to haven't bought anything. And that's how you do it. Number 8, review the training material during your breaks. So, like, when I make videos to train chatters, I don't make them for you to watch once and never watch again. I make these fucking videos so that you watch them every day. You watch them as many times as you need to until the information seeps into your fucking brain and you go out and you attack these motherfuckers and you hear me over your shoulder telling you, guess what, bitch? Go fucking sell. I expect you to sell. Do you want this job? Do you want to stay here? Go take their fucking money from them. They're from America. They're rich. They have fucking $50 to spend on stuff. Go get it from them. So you need to review the training material. Okay. Now, whether it's these YouTube videos, whether you work for me and it's the PDFs, whether it's a refresher on building commonalities and qualifying subs, whether it's a fucking motivational video, whether it's some training that the one of your managers provided, whether it's a chat review from another chatter, you have to review the training material as often as possible. And the reason why it's good to do it during your breaks is because you might learn something, or more accurately, you might remember something that you learned and just forgot because, it's hard to remember everything. You might remember something that you can apply to the rest of your shift that will increase your sales. Okay. Every single thing on this list, all of these tips for how to run your shift as a chatter, these are all proven ways to make more fucking money. Every tiny little bit helps. Let me give you an example. Let's say there's two chatters, identical, same everything. One of them does everything on this list. One of them does none of the things on this list. Which one do you think is going to make more? Obviously, the one who's doing everything on this list. So by the way, these things have nothing to do with selling. They have nothing to do with what you say or how you talk to them or what picture you send or what video you send, but do them all and you will sell more. So you're getting better at selling without fucking learning about selling. So just go fucking do it. It's like a cheat code to get better without even knowing anything more than you know now about selling. So fucking go do it. Anyway, the point is that when you, like I said, you review the training material during your breaks, you will sell more. Number 9, set goals and milestones for yourself throughout the day. So it's not enough to just set one goal at the beginning of the day. Yes, that helps, but the problem is that if you don't break that up into smaller goals along the way, then you are less likely to get to that goal because you're going to have, let's think about it biologically, you're going to have fewer dopamine hits to fucking propel you along in order to reaching that big ultimate goal that you have. So how do you do this? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. Actually, there's infinite ways to do it, but let's talk about a few that I used from when I did the job that I did and how you can apply that to yourself. So when I was selling hair straighteners, one of the things that I would like to do is I would say, okay, I'm going to be every 15 minutes, I'm going to be in a demo every 15 minutes. And then I would set a timer for myself and be like, okay, I have 15 minutes to stop somebody. And that timer, that pressure that I put on myself to go and fucking stop someone would make me work harder to stop them. It just would. And I would stop more people. Another thing that I would do is I would look at my watch and I would say, okay, it's 2:37. By 2:40, I'm going to be in a demo. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to stop somebody and I'm going to be in a demo. And it wouldn't work every time. Let's say it didn't work. I would say, okay, 5 more minutes. Right now, boom, 5 minutes, go and fucking stop somebody and be in a demo. The point is that you set the limitation on yourself. You set the goal for yourself where you're like, I am going to go do this now. That is my goal. That is my target. And then what happens is your target isn't this giant thing of sell for $1,000, which is it's so intimidating. Your target now is just doing the next little thing in front of you, right? So it's okay, I'm going to stop somebody in the next 5 minutes. All right, what's the next goal? I'm going to do my personalized opener. Okay, what's the next goal? I'm going to qualify them about what they do for work. Okay, next goal. I'm going to build a commonality about what they do, their job. Next goal. I'm going to qualify them again. And you just fucking go down the fucking process, which by the way is all mapped out for you. I have a fucking PDF that I fucking send you guys that it's all there. Okay. It's all there for you to fucking do. You just have to do it. Okay. You just have to put the effort in to go and fucking do it. Anyway, the point is that when you set all these tiny little goals for yourself, it makes it much easier for you to get to your final destination because you are pushed along by the dopamine hits of achieving every small, tiny goal. Other tiny goals that you can set for yourself, for example, is you set specific goals for, things that you want to do throughout the day. For example, let's say you set goals for yourself and you say, okay, I want to make my first sale within an hour of my shift. That's one goal. I want to sell something today for $75. Okay, that's another goal. I want to sell, a bundle of pictures for $28, whatever, right? You have all those little goals. In fact, I should fucking just make them do that. I should just come up with all these little goals and give them points, But if you're watching this and you don't have that at your agency, or if you work for me and I forgot about it or something, come up with a list, 5 things that you want to achieve in that shift. You want to, I don't know, run a specific gambit on a sub, tell them your phone screen broke, whatever, you need $200. You want to do that 5 times, or you want to do that once, or you want to get money from that one time. Whatever it is, okay, come up with the tiny little goals that will push you along and make it easier for you to get to your final destination. Number 10, the final one, is that commit to achieving whatever goal you set out at the beginning of the day. You set the goal at the beginning of the day, you want to sell for $1,000. Commit to not getting out of your fucking chair, not leaving your office, not eating until you achieve the goal. This isn't, when you set a goal, it's not like, oh, how much do I want to sell? Well, I guess I'll put 1,000 because like that's a good number, right? And like, if I don't hit it, whatever, I guess that's fine because like I can't sell for 1,000 anyway, but I guess if I set it for 1,000, like the boss won't be mad. No. You commit the goal. You set the goal for yourself and you're like, I am going to achieve this fucking goal because my life depends on it. And your life does depend on it. I mean, nobody's going to kill you, obviously, but like, look, and this is for the people that work for me. Okay. If you work for me, you work for me because you don't have any better options. You don't work for me because anybody's forcing you. You don't work for me because you're bored and you thought it would be fun. You don't work for me for any other reason other than the fact that you believe that I am your best fucking shot for pulling you out of your poverty and your shit, poor, no money life and making it in the world by getting a leg up, by earning a substantial income compared to what you are able to earn in other places with your current skill set, which is probably nothing or very little. And as a result, if you do not do what I tell you to do, if you do not perform, if you do not follow the instructions, if you do not do everything that has been laid out for you to fucking sell and hit the numbers that you need to be hitting, then you're going to get fired. And what are you going to do? Where are you going to go work after you work for me? Where are you going to go? Really? What are you going to do? Who's going to hire you? Maybe you get a job. Fucking, you want to make $300 a month, working some fucking shit, mindless copy paste job. If you do, okay, fine. Go fucking quit now then. I don't give a fuck. If that's what you want to do, you're not doing me any favors by staying here. Just quit. I don't care. Tell me. I'll cash you out right away. It's all good. We're still cool. But the point is that you need to commit to whatever goal you set at the beginning of the day. You don't take it lightly, the fact that you set a goal. Don't set a goal and be like, oh, well, yeah, I guess if I hit it, it'll be cool. But if I don't hit it, well, I guess that's fine. I still got a little bit less than what I thought I would do. So good enough, right? No, you set the fucking goal and you commit to the goal. And what will end up happening for you as a person is for your own growth. What will end up happening for you as a person is you will know yourself as the type of guy who, when he says he's going to do something, he will actually do it. How many times, random viewer, have you said, oh, I'm going to lose weight, or, oh, I'm going to make more money, or, oh, I'm going to fucking whatever, go start a business or go do this other thing. And what happened? You said, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. You didn't fucking do it. You're like, yeah, okay, I said I was going to do it, but like, was it really a goal? Maybe you even set the goal, but you didn't fucking do it because you didn't take yourself seriously enough to the point where you respect yourself enough to where you say, I set this goal and that means I'm going to go fucking do it. I don't care that I don't know how to do it now. I don't care that like nobody believes in me. I don't care that I don't have the skills to do it. I don't care that I don't have the confidence to do it, but I said I'm going to go do it, so I'm going to go fucking do it. That's how to run your shift as a chatter. All of you, especially if you work for me, you need to fucking get out there and start working in this manner. And your sales will go up and your numbers will go up. Cool. So if you have any questions, let me know. Drop a comment, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.